There's a strange moment many people experience but rarely talk about. You finally start earning more money. Your salary goes up, your income improves. And for a brief moment, you expect something to feel different, safer, calmer, more stable. But weeks pass, then months. And somehow, you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Not because you're careless, not because you're irresponsible, and not because you didn't try hard enough. In fact, many of the people stuck in this pattern are disciplined, intelligent, and self-aware. So what's really going on? This video is not about budgeting tricks. It's not about cutting lattes, and it's not about hustle culture. This video is about the psychological reason income alone doesn't create financial security. Because for many people, the problem isn't how much they earn, it's how their nervous system relates to money. Most of us grow up believing a simple story. If I earn more, my money problems will disappear. It feels logical, almost obvious. Low income equals stress. Higher income equals relief. But when you look closely at real lives, this story starts to fall apart. People earning modest incomes sometimes feel calm and in control. People earning very high incomes sometimes feel constantly anxious. So, what's the difference? It turns out income doesn't automatically create security. It only amplifies existing patterns. If you already feel safe with money, more income feels supportive. If you already feel unsafe, more income often increases pressure. Why? Because money doesn't just function as a resource, it functions as a symbol of safety. And symbols interact with the nervous system, not logic. Most people think paycheck to paycheck describes a financial situation. In reality, it describes an internal state. Two people can earn the same amount. One feels stable. The other feels constantly on edge. The difference isn't math, it's perception. Living paycheck to paycheck is what happens when your nervous system feels like resources are always about to run out, even when they're not. When this state is active, money feels urgent. Delaying gratification feels uncomfortable. Saving feels like deprivation. Spending feels like relief. This is why raises often don't help. The internal state stays the same. And when the state stays the same, behavior follows. Here's something uncomfortable but important. When someone with an underlying scarcity pattern earns more, their system often tries to neutralize the increase. Not consciously, not intentionally, automatically. Why? Because unfamiliar levels of safety can feel threatening. If your nervous system is used to operating under pressure, calm can feel wrong. So what happens? Spending increases, lifestyle expands, obligations multiply. Not because the person is reckless, but because the system is trying to return to what feels familiar. This is called homeostasis. The body prefers known stress over unknown stability. Many money patterns form long before we earn our first paycheck. They form in childhood, not from lectures about money, but from emotional experiences around safety and scarcity. Money was inconsistent. Support was unpredictable. Stability came and went. In those environments, the nervous system learns a rule. Resources don't last. So even when resources arrive later in life, the system stays alert, waiting for the drop. This creates a subtle urgency. Spend while it's here. Enjoy it now. Don't trust it to last. This isn't irrational. It's adaptive behavior learned in an earlier context. This is where many people get stuck. They try to fix a nervous system issue with a spreadsheet. Budgets require delayed gratification. Emotional regulation. trust in the future.
But if your system is oriented toward survival, the future feels unreliable.
So budgeting feels like restriction. Saving feels like loss. Planning feels stressful. The problem isn't discipline. It's that the system doesn't feel safe enough to delay. For some people, spending plays a hidden role. It regulates emotion. After stress, spending creates relief. After effort, spending creates reward. After anxiety, spending creates grounding. This doesn't mean shopping addiction. It means the system learned money moving equals relief. Saving interrupts that loop. So even with higher income, money flows out because flow feels calming. Stillness feels unsafe. More income often brings higher expectations, fear of loss, identity pressure, responsibility anxiety. If your system equates money with safety, losing it feels existential. So paradoxically, more money can create more fear. And fear drives short-term thinking, which keeps the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle alive. The turning point isn't earning more. It's shifting from I survive money to I contain money. This means money is not your safety. You are the stable element. Money becomes a tool, not a regulator. This shift happens slowly, not through force, but through building internal safety. The solution is not extreme frugality, not shame, not deprivation. It's capacity building. Learning to sit with money without urgency, delay without panic, save without emotional pain. This starts small, very small. Not by changing numbers, but by changing tolerance. Instead of trying to save a lot, try this. Save an amount so small it feels irrelevant. Not to grow wealth, but to teach your system money can stay still and nothing bad happens. This retrains safety. Over time, capacity grows. Living paycheck to paycheck isn't a personal failure. It's a nervous system pattern. And patterns can change, not through pressure, but through understanding. If this video resonated, the next one goes deeper into why people avoid checking their bank accounts and financial reality altogether. That's where real transformation begins. If this helped you understand yourself better, subscribe for the next part of this series.